What is up, guys? EJ here, back with another video, and today it's going to be my top 10 films of 2014. Um, yeah, so it's a couple days late. I promised it this week as well after I did my top 10 films of 2013, but here it is. Plus, it's very hot today, so I might look a little sweaty. Of course, I got the beanie on and the lights right in my face. But anyway, my top 10 films of 2014, counting down as always. We start off at number 10 with Captain America, The Winter Soldier, directed by Anthony and Joe Russo. Yeah, terrific sequel to the first Captain America film. I haven't seen Civil War yet, but looking forward to that because I've heard good things about that film as well. Yeah, this was really one of the best of the recent Marvel films. Chris Evans, fantastic as Captain America, and of course this film sort of in conjunction with I guess the second season of Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., where we saw the sort of disillusion of S.H.I.E.L.D. itself taken over by Hydra, and of course in this film Nick Fury, played by Samuel L. Jackson, is presumed dead after a assassination attempt by a mysterious figure known as the Winter Soldier, Bucky Barnes, played by Sebastian Stan. Yeah, terrific backstory with him in Captain America. Terrific cast. People like Scarlett Johansson as the Black Widow, Anthony Mackie as Falcon, Kobe Smulders, Robert Redford. Yeah, really terrific film, Captain America, The Winter Soldier. One of the best Marvel sequels in recent years. And my number 10. Alright, moving on to number 9. We have a feel-good movie, of course. Nymphomaniac, Volume 1 and Volume 2. Written and directed by Lars von Trier, of course, who doesn't make feel-good movies, and this certainly is not one. Yeah, Charlotte Gainsbourg plays a woman who gets beaten and left for dead in the alleyway, and then Stellan Skarsgård comes along, picks her up, takes her back to his apartment, and when she comes to, she tells the story of her life as a nymphomaniac, as a sex addict. Yeah, really strange, sometimes erotic, interesting film. I dug the hell out of it. Stacey Martin was really good as the younger version of Charlotte Gainsbourg. We've got interesting appearances by people like Shia LaBeouf, Christian Slater, Uma Thurman, Connie Nielsen. Yeah, Nymphomaniac Volumes 1 and Volumes 2. Yeah, definitely not for the faint of heart, but I liked it a lot. And it's my number 9 on my list. Alright guys, moving on to number 8, we have The Theory of Everything, directed by James Marsh, of course starring Eddie Redmayne in his Oscar-winning performance as renowned physicist and cosmetologist Stephen Hawking. Yeah, wonderful romantic drama about Stephen Hawking, his early years in university, and of course then meeting his wife, Jane, played by Felicity Jones. Yeah, really great how supportive and caring she became after, of course, he developed ALS. Yeah, fantastic performances by Redmayne and Jones. Very heartwarming film, and if you love seeing Stephen Hawking sort of immortalized in TV shows like Big Bang Theory and that kind of stuff, really good look at his life and what he was really about. The Theory of Everything, number 8 on my list. Alright, moving on to number 7. I talked about Oblivion in my top 10 films of 2013, and another great sci-fi action film that Tom Cruise made in 2014 was Edge of Tomorrow. Fantastic film directed by Doug Liman, co-starring Emily Blunt along with Tom Cruise. Sort of a mix of Saving Private Ryan and Starship Troopers. Yeah, sort of this battle film where humans are taking on this alien race in this beach battle. And of course, Tom Cruise lives over the same day over and over again every time he dies. Yeah, really loads of fun, really inventive, great action scenes, good humor. The the cover of this Blu-ray always confused me too. It's kind of deceiving. This Live, Die, Repeat. I guess some people think that's the actual name of the movie, but it's Edge of Tomorrow, which is down there in tiny, tiny type. But yeah, fantastic film. I'm a huge fan of Emily Blunt, and she's awesome and sexy in this film. I love the scenes where she's training him over and over again and killing him, and just really fun and cool stuff between those two. Yeah, terrific action film, action sci-fi film with Tom Cruise and Emily Blunt. Edge of Tomorrow, my number 7. Alright guys, moving on to number 6, we have Birdman, or The Unexpected Virtue of Ignorance. Yeah, terrific Oscar-winning film, of course. Directed by Alejandro Gonzalez Inarritu, who won Best Director, and of course the film won Best Picture in 2014. Yeah, Michael Keaton, awesome, as a former box office movie star playing a superhero, trying his turn at acting excuse me, in a proper Broadway play. Yeah, great satire on Hollywood and the theater. Fantastic supporting cast. Zach Galifianakis, Emma Stone, wonderful. Edward Norton, of course. Naomi Watts, Amy Ryan. Yeah, just a really funny film. Interesting film, really good film, really well written film. Of course, it also won best screenplay, I think original screenplay, and won best cinematography as well. Yeah, Birdman, excellent film. Alejandro Gonzalez Inarritu's had a run of great films over the past few years, and this is definitely one of them. So Birdman, number 6 on my list. All right, moving on to number 5. We have Interstellar, directed by Christopher Nolan, of course. Yeah, fantastic sci-fi space odyssey exploration film starring Matthew McConaughey, who is part of the Endeavour, a ship sent out into the solar system, beyond the solar system, after a wormhole has been found, after it's been discovered that Earth is basically dying, and we don't have much time left on the planet, and this crew, along with Anne Hathaway, are sent out to space to find a new home, so to speak. I love sci-fi exploration movies like this. Looking beyond the stars is kind of thing I'm interested in. Universe and all its mysteries, that kind of stuff. But yeah, this film takes some interesting turns, especially towards the end. Fantastic looking film. The visuals are stunning. Great performance by Matthew McConaughey. Christopher Nolan, of course, great director. One of his best films. Interstellar, number 5 on my list. Alright guys, moving on to number 4. We have Fury, written and directed by David Ayer. Yeah, fantastic World War II film about a Sherman tank that's led by Sergeant, played by Brad Pitt, in World War II, as the final push towards Berlin in 1945. They go deep behind enemy lines. Just a really gritty and powerful and sort of intense battle movie. This awesome tank taking on the Germans. Really good supporting cast. Shia LaBeouf, Logan Lerman, Michael Pena, John Bernthal from The Walking Dead. Yeah, I love these type of films. I'm a huge World War II fan, World War II buff, and Fury was just a fantastic action movie with a lot of heart as well, but just an intense, gritty World War II film, and who doesn't love tanks? So it's number 4 on my list. Alright, moving on to number 3. We have Boyhood, of course, written and directed by Richard Linklater, fantastic writer-director. And of course, this project took 11 years to make. Yeah, it chronicles the life of a young boy, Mason, mainly played by Eller Coltrane, in his later years, from like early childhood to his first year in college. Yeah, fantastic sort of slice of life. drama. Patricia Arquette, of course, won Best Supporting Actress. She plays the mom, and Ethan Hawke, wonderful as the dad. Ethan Hawke, wonderful in Richard Linklater's Before Sunrise films, that trilogy. Yeah, huge fan of Linklater's work. I just watched Everybody Wants Some this past week. Enjoyed that a lot. Yeah, just a really great director. Fantastic, fantastic movie. Also stars his daughter, Lorelai Linklater, who plays the sister. Yeah, really great film, Boyhood. Great drama about this family and this young boy in particular. Fantastic undertaking, of course. Taking the time and care to make this film over 11 years of shooting at various times of the boy's life. Boyhood number 3 on my top 10 of 2014. Alright, moving on to number 2, we have Gone Girl, directed by David Fincher, written by Gillian Flynn. It's based on her novel. Yeah, fantastic dramatic thriller starring Ben Affleck and Rosamund Pike as a seemingly happily married couple. But of course, Ben Affleck comes under a lot of media scrutiny when his wife disappears and he's suspected of wrongdoing. Yeah, fantastic, dark and twisted film with great visual storytelling by David Fincher, one of my favorite directors. Neil Patrick Harris, NPH, poor NPH. What happens to him towards the end of the film? He's great as well, and a film that made me not hate Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry was very good in this as well. I can't stand Tyler Perry. I can't stand his movies. I can't stand the fact that he's a celebrity and he gets to make all the crappy movies he does. But yeah, this film he was terrific in, and didn't deter from my enjoyment of a fantastic movie. Gone Girl, number 2 on my list. Alright, number 1, and no surprise if you've seen my previous 2 lists of top 10s of 2012 and 2013. We have The Hobbit, The Battle of the Five Armies. Of course, Peter Jackson's Hobbit trilogy comes to a epic end with the battle of the Five Armies, of course, at the foot of Mount Erebor, the homeland of the dwarves, who are trying to reclaim it with the help of Bilbo, played by Martin Freeman, of course, Thorin, Richard Armitage, and of course Ian McKellen is Gandalf the Grey. I didn't love what they did with Thorin's character in this film. They sort of almost turned him into a villain. The way he was treating Bilbo and how like the jewel was corrupting his mind, sort of the same way the ring corrupts Bilbo and Frodo, and so on. But the spectacular action scenes are just worth the price of admission. Of course, you've got the armies, the orcs, the dwarves, and the elves all converging at the foot of the mountain. I love the beginning with Bard the Bowman, played by, I forget his name, Luke Evans, taking down Smaug, the dragon. Great voice work by Benedict Cumberbatch. Yeah, that opening scene of him taking on Smaug above Lake Town, just fantastic and really thrilling. A great conclusion to Smaug's part in the story. Yeah, I love all things Middle Earth. That's no secret. Lord of the Rings are my favorite films of all time. The Hobbit trilogy was very good. I loved all these films as well. Not on par with Lord of the Rings, but still fantastic. Just a great battle movie, not just the big epic battle with tons of CGI characters, but the one-on-one battles really also helped this film, I thought. People like Legolas and Toriel. Fantastic work by Orlando Bloom and Evangeline Lilly, and so on. The Hobbit, The Battle of the Five Armies, my number 1 pick for my top 10 films of 2014. So there you have it, my top 10 films of a couple years ago. Let me know what you think of this list. Share your list with me if you like. Thank you for watching as always, and until next time, I'll see you.
Bond. James Bond.